and discuss matters of technical interest among the ham operators in Trinidad and Tobago. Net control is Dev, the Delta E Echo V Victoria. And we now invite any stations who have an emergency or priority traffic. Please call now. Over. Do we have any stations on short time who cannot stay for the duration of the net? Please call over.
Papa Romeo Golf, 903 Sierra Oscar, and control.
All right, we got to there, Pradeep. 9 Zulu 4 Papa Romeo Golf and 9 Zulu 3 Sierra Oscar. Any traffic? You have any information for the net? I think you would like to share with us before you evaporate on air there. Over.
Net controller, just wishing everyone a pleasant good night, and just about to step out of the QTS. So I hope that you have a wonderful net tonight there, and we'll be stepping out to the QTH. Over.
You okay there, Pradeep? Got you noted there, and I just want to mention that the theme of tonight's net really is Ask Dev. It's going to be a very interactive net. Like I said, I don't profess to know everything, but we'll certainly share the information around Pradeep. So if you can listen and carry the handheld with you, it'll be great. I'm sure you might learn a thing or two there, Pradeep. All right, break with you. Do you have any other stations on short time? Please call. Your order control is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Over. All right, so we're now going to commence regular check-ins, but before I do so, just like to mention that tonight's net, the format is simply Ask Dev, 9Y4 Delta Golf. Any questions you need to ask, just ask. Like I said, I don't profess to know everything, but I'm sure we'll get the answers from radio amateurs who are listening. Again, your net control is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Do we have any stations with any stations wishing to check in? Please call now. Over.
Yankee 4 Delta Alpha.
We got you there, Dave. 9Y4 Delta Alpha. Thank you very much for coming up. What can we do for you this afternoon, this evening? There, over.
There's something that got me really shocked there. When I heard net control, I know you were coming up, but it still is a shock to hear net control 9Y4 Delta Golf. So for that, I must say congratulations and glad day. Other than that, nothing much to report. We just had intermittent showers today, overcast. Even now, because of the little gloomy, but no rain. Plus 28 degrees Celsius. And that's about it there. Myself, Presidente, we were doing a lot of work on that new software. So pretty soon we'll come to those things. All right, that's it for me. I wrote it down.
Okay there, Dave. Fine business there, and thanks very much there for coming up and being part of the net. Do you have anything that you would like to, any technical questions you'd like to ask while we have you around there, Dave? Over.
I had something to ask, but I'm so hungry now I can't remember. I'm trying to eat something here. Maybe my brain will come back.
All right, you say your brain will come back. I guess it disappeared. All right, no problem. We'll wait for it to come return there, Dave. All right, this is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Invited further check-ins for the Ask Dev segment of this TechNet. Over. Any check-ins for the TechNet? Like I said, the format is Ask Dev. If you have any technical questions, just pop in there and ask it. This is 9 Yankee for Delta Golf.
903 Juliet Charlie. Good afternoon.
Okay there, 903 Juliet Charlie. Got you noted. And listening to you there. Nice to have you in there, Jerome. Do you have any, let's say, your technical question, Jerome? 903 Juliet Charlie, 9Y4 Delta Golf.
Good night, Dev, and all the operators listening in. My one question is, did you find an update to that remote access to the radio that you did, where if I watched your video correctly, you used Skype. Did you find less, in quote unquote, laggier way to do the same thing? Over.
Okay, there, Jerome. Very good question there. And yes, I did. I am no longer using Skype. I'm no longer using Skype. It was, I mean, it worked very well. It always works very well. But any remote desktop application will work. I've tried it with VNC. I've tried it with I think there's one called ShareScreen. Or I should say not. Let me get it wrong. I think I'm getting this wrong. Oh yes, not remote desktop. Any application like Skype that will allow mutual communication between two computers will work. Not ShareScreen and so on, not VNC either. I'm talking about using, actually the one I'm using now is one that comes with a particular browser, and that is Google Hangouts. That works flawlessly, and it maintains the connection over a long period of time. I will have a connection up for weeks on end, Jerome. I will have a connection on weeks on end, and you would still be able to maintain a connection, and you just simply log in with another computer or a mobile device running, and you just simply run the Hangouts app, and you can connect to whatever connection that is ongoing there, Jerome. Over.
Okay, that's great. That's great. By chance, just asking, are you currently using that method now, as in currently? I don't know if it's maybe my setup or whatever, but you're sounding pretty distant. But I'm also hearing an echo. So I'm just wondering if it's maybe the type of mic, or you're running that setup currently, or what are you doing, program?
Yeah, Jerome, I'm using that, and you'll hear a little echo because the room I'm in right now, it's my training room, and it's pretty big, and the acoustics of this will actually cause that that echo. But I'm using it most of the time when I'm using it there. So I'm using the Vox on the 991. So that's what I'm using right now. I just bring it's actually on a laptop. I'm using it right now, a Chromebook really. There. That's what I'm using right now because I have another computer up and running, Jerome. Over.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Finding innovative ways to still operate your radio and do what you have to do on a daily basis. That's great. Well, that's it for my questions there, Dev. Thanks again. This is nice to.
Not a problem at all there, Jerome. No problem there at all. And I'm glad to have you in there. Do you have any further check-ins for the TechNet here this evening? This is 9Y4 Delta Golf, net control. They're over.
No, Dev. I think that's it for me. If anything pops into my head while I'm listening, I'll definitely look to come in and shoot a question to you. 903 Charlie waiting on the final.
Okay. And also, if you go to the TTRS WhatsApp page, I'm just trying something else here. I'm also streaming live here as well. So you could probably just check that out. There, Jerome. I'm actually also streaming live. There's a link there to see the live stream in case anything needs to be demonstrated or anything like that. We could do that live as the questions are being asked. Over.
Oh, that's great. That's great. What I've done with that was I used to stream my church services on a Sunday morning. That's really what I used to do. But seems like you're using it really, really well. Are you doing video and audio or just audio? Over.
Well, you take a look at the YouTube link. It's on posted up on the TTRS chat. So just go there, click on the link, and let me know what you're seeing there. Give me some feedback there. Over. All right, so while Jerome is doing that, this is 9Y4 Delta Golf. We also have a live feed on YouTube for any demonstrations that people may ask. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf with a session of the net called Ask Dev, 9Y4 Delta Golf. Any tech questions, shoot it our way. There is a link on the TTRS website, on the TTRS WhatsApp chat. Please check out that link, and any questions that need a demonstration, a video demonstration, or some sort of presentation will be done simultaneously via YouTube. Just thought I'd mention that. Again, we now invite any further check-ins with or without questions or traffic. Please call. Over.
Recheck.
Yeah, go ahead, Jerome.
Yes, Dev, I'm definitely seeing it. Looking good. I'm definitely seeing it. Okay. It's just, of course, it's a few seconds behind, approximately 5 seconds behind. But that's great that you're able to demonstrate and also hear audio. That's great. Glad that you got everything working and you're increasing your knowledge and your skill. Over.
Jerome, I have online classes that I've been running for almost about 8 years now, you know. This is not new technology. This is technology that I've been using ever since. That's my job, Jerome. Over.
Oh, okay, that's great. So you're getting a salary for it as well. Well, what I meant was that not that it's new technology. What I meant that it was, well, in quote unquote new technology, but it actually, of course, YouTube and live streaming is old. It's been around for a while. Of course, I mean new technology as in its method of use, as in the way that we are using it, but you are using it currently. Over.
Oh yeah, I could say for sure it's the first time it's been used by TTRS on a TechNet, where you could actually have live demonstration rather than, someone trying to imagine what is being asked to be explained. So we have it here. In the event of a question come up, you can look at the YouTube channel and we'll be able to do some demonstration and stuff as well. I don't profess to know everything, and I'm sure with the internet we could get the answers, and that's the whole rationale behind the topic, the theme of tonight's presentation, Ask Dev. We should find the answers, if not from among ourselves as ham operators. We should be able to find it on the internet and be able to explain and whatnot there, Jerry. Over.
You are correct. You are correct, Dev. You are definitely correct. But I'll definitely have to let you go, or at least I have to let myself go. And I'm being called. But thanks again for acknowledging and definitely for answering my questions. I definitely look into that method using Google Hangouts, as it definitely seems to me more viable than Skype. Thanks again, Dev, and this is 903 Charlie 73.
Okay, no problem at all there, Jerome. Not a problem at all. You take care. And we'll chat again. And like I said, the video will be up. See if anybody, it's going to be posted up at the end of this session. So if anybody missed the TechNet, they will certainly be able to look at it and get whatever information that is being asked. So thanks very much for coming up again there, Jerome. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Name is Dev Delta Echo Victor on the TTRS TechNet. We now invite anyone with any further check-ins or with a technical or any question. Please call 9Y4 Delta Golf. Okay, I think I heard pattern there, 9 Zulu 4 Papa Zulu Bravo. You're not very strong into the repeater there, Pat. But I'm not too sure if you have a question that you would like to ask. Please feel free. Like I said, let me just remind you all, there's a link on the TTRS WhatsApp page. If you click on that link, we also streaming live. So if there's any need for a demonstration, it could be done via that link. So let's hear the question, Pat, and see if we can increase your a little bit noisy into the repeater, Pat. 904 Papa Zulu Bravo, 9Y4 Delta Golf Remove. You over? Okay, I guess Pat probably changing his location. Feel free to come in back when you think you have a better signal there, Pat. Any further check-ins with questions or without? Please call at Control 9Y4 Delta Golf remotely. Over. All right, yes, you are keying the repeater. You are getting the repeater. Let's see if you have a call sign that you could share with us. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf, invited for the check-ins for the TechNet. And we'd like you to just simply ask Dev a question, and we should be able to answer your questions. Please call now. Over. All right, while we wait on people, I just brought up some news ARIS, that's the Amateur Radio International Space Station, seeks hosts for ham radio contacts with space station crew members. So started on April 1st, and I hope this is not any April Fool's joke. Amateur radio on the International Space Station ARIS will accept applications from US schools, museums, science centers, and community youth organizations working individually or together, interested in hosting contacts with orbiting crew members on the International Space Station ISS. Contacts will be scheduled between January 1st and June 30th, 2020. So there's a good opportunity, and there's a, just thought I'd just quote, just read off one paragraph of the thing. I wouldn't read the entire item. So that's something that certainly I would be looking at doing and participating in with students from Naparima College. And I'm sure the University of the West Indies, 9Y4 UWI, possibly 9Y4 PCS, will do the same as well. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf, looking for check-ins or questions on the Ask Dev segment of the TechNet. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Please call with your questions. Over. Okay, like I said, you are getting through. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf at control for the TechNet on Wednesday, the 27th of March. Do we have any further check-ins? Any check-ins for the net without our traffic? Please call.
Hi, Yankee 4 Charlie Alpha Juliet.
Right, we got 9Y4 Charlie Alpha Juliet checking in. Thank you very much for coming up there, Calmet. Shoot your question at us. Let's see if we can handle it. Over.
Pleasant evening to you and to all amateur radio operators. Trying to wonder who it is that's keen up there. Well, no problem. My question would be like the C4 FM. I know there's analog and there's also digital. I wanted a little explanation of the difference of the analog and digital there. Go ahead.
Okay. What I would advise you to do is go to the TTRS website. No, sorry, not TTRS website. On the WhatsApp page, there is a link that I've posted there. So we actually live on YouTube. So I'm just bringing up something there that you could probably, that I'll share the link as well as you ask the questions there. But in terms of, well, C4 FM, once you're on, well, I think the C4 FM is just a matter, just a mode of digitizing. I know you're already on digital voice. I think you're D-Star and DMR. So the fact is that C4 FM is just another digital modulation technique that is patented by Yaesu. And of course, just like DMR and D-Star, which I'm sure you're very accustomed with, C4 FM will allow you crystal clear audio. Unlike, for example, people when they check into a net and they not, holding the repeater properly, you hear a lot of hiss and hash and whatnot in the background. On an analog channel, that's what you will normally hear. Whereas with any digital voice mode, it uses the all or nothing principle, meaning it's either we hear you very good or we don't hear you at all. The in-between might sound like R2D2, but other than that, it's either you in or you out. It's not a case where, you know, it's a little bit unreadable and that sort of thing there, Carmen. Not sure if that's the question you answered, or that's the answer to the question that you were looking for. 9Y4 Charlie Alpha Juliet, 9Y4 Delta Golf. Over.
Yeah, Roger, that's 9Y4 Delta Golf, not control, 9Y4 CAJ. Yeah, just wondering how if there's a method to the madness between the analog and the digital. Not sure how well the analog works. It's supposed to be more or less a digital mode. We want to know how come the analog comes into the picture there, Brian.
That's what you're asking. Okay, all right. Well, basically, it's just like some of the modern hotspots now. What they do, what it does is that it simply listens for whatever transmission it receives. So let's say, for example, you have a repeater that is capable of doing, let's say the 9.4 repeater, capable of doing both analog and C4 FM. Then once it receives the carrier, whatever carrier it receives, now what the repeater will be doing, or the hotspot. As a matter of fact, most of the hotspots now, they are multi-mode digital voice modems. They operate on DMR, C4 FM, NXDN, P25, D-Star, and so on, okay? What they do, basically, for them to achieve that, all 5 or 6 demodulators are not on at the same time. What it does, it simply scans. So let's say, for example, you are on C4 FM and you have a hotspot at home. For the time you key that radio, the hotspot will detect a C4 FM signal and it will lock into C4 FM mode. So as long as you transmit and you receive, it's going to transmit and receive C4 FM. But let's say, for example, after you finish on C4 FM, somebody, you want to call someone on D-Star. You simply pick up your D-Star radio and all the hotspots will have something called a hang time. That hang time typically is like 20 seconds. So what that means is that for 20 seconds, when you were on DMR, or C4 FM, I should say, when C4 FM, it stays on C4 FM even after you drop the carrier, you're on key mic. It stays there for 20 seconds after. And after that, it starts scanning through the various modes. So it will scan through all the modes, and when you pick up your D-Star radio and key, the hotspot will now lock into D-Star mode. So that's basically how these multi-mode hotspots work. In the case of the repeater, it does something very similar, except that it only scans between analog and C4 FM. So your scan time is a lot shorter, and it tends to be a little more responsive there, Captain. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I wonder with the carrier, which one really picks up the carrier in a better sense, if you could put it that way. In other words, which one will work better with the use of the carrier message or the carrier part of the section of the message then?
I don't feel it's the carrier. I don't feel it's the carrier at all, because it is the encoding, it's the packets that it receives. So it's not the frequency per se that causes it to receive, but because the hotspot is, remember, the hotspot is listening on one frequency. The hotspot is listening on one frequency. So I can have a D-Star radio on the same frequency, a DMR radio on the same frequency, and so on. But the modem, the particular modem will only be activated by the digital component, by the data component of the transmission, not the carrier at all, Calvert. Over.
Yeah, Roger, this. I was wondering how the analog works in terms of the data message as against the voice message as well. Go ahead.
Well, the analog wouldn't have any data. The analog wouldn't have any data at all. But the MMDVM hotspots will not work with analog, first to start with. It's multi-mode digital voice modem. So it must be a digital voice mode. So if you're talking the repeater, that's easy. You only have data for C4FM and analog. So for the time it detects any data, it switches to C4FM. In the absence of any data, it switches to analog. That's how that repeater will operate. Over.
Yeah, Roger, there. Okay, thanks for the info. You stand by and give somebody else a chance. They may have some questions there for you as well. So we do appreciate the comeback there. 9 Yankee 4, Charlie and for Julius, standing by.
Thanks very much, Calvert, for coming up there with the question there. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf again with another segment of Ask Dev. If you have any further check-ins or questions, please call. All right, and just a little information. This net is also streamed live on YouTube via a link posted on the TTARS WhatsApp chat. If anybody could just check out the link, and the link is posted up. We're using that method in the event that we need to demonstrate or illustrate any technical issue. It can be illustrated as well. Again, this is 9Y4 Delta Golf, inviting for the check-ins or questions for the TechNet. Please call. Right, I heard someone checking in there. They definitely opened the squelch repeater, but they could not make out the call sign at all. Tried one more time. Maybe give me your call sign about 2 or 3 times phonetically, and I'll see if I can get you checked in there. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Please make your call again a couple of times. Over. Okay, there, got you there this time. 9 Zulu 3 Golf Alpha Mike. Got you there, God. You have any question for the net? This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Over.
Good night, 9Y4 Delta Golf. Yes. No, it's not okay.
Okay, there, God. All I heard was good night, Dev, and after that, you went down under there. Over.
Okay, Dev. I don't know what's probably orientation tonight. Just be listening for tonight. Trying to see if I could build up an antenna here in the meantime. Over.
God, you have the propensity to get full access to the repeater. You just did that. That transmission was perfect. So let's hear the question or what you were saying before, God. Over. right, that one went under again. And let me just make a comment while Gart is sorting himself out. You know, one of the things that just recently I was telling our group of students that sometimes we take the orientation of the antenna for granted, and sometimes we feel we have to be outside. But most of the times, remember, the signal is transmitted as a vertically polarized signal. And what happens to that signal after it is transmitted? It is sometimes reflected off geographical structures like mountains and man-made structures like buildings. And what happens is that the polarization of the signal changes. There's a little law called Brewster's law that says that after every reflection, it changes by about 78% and so on. But then, you know, we wouldn't go into that because we can't tell how much reflection it undergoes. So sometimes you might find that holding your antenna, holding your handheld with the antenna vertical may not help. Sometimes you may need to rotate, reorient the antenna of your handheld in a 3D plane or 3D axis, actually 3-dimensional axis, so that you can get the best signal received from the repeater. So you might find that, you know, that might help sometimes a bit. Just thought I'd mention that, you know, sometimes just changing the orientation of the antenna can affect the signal that is transmitted and received. So let's see if Gart is any better on this one there. Picking up your Gart, 9Z3J, Golf Alpha Mike, 9Y4 Delta Golf, over.
Okay, I'm going to try time when you said that because the signal I was holding to my left hand, so I'm trying that again now. So because we know it's something.
All right, Gart, what I notice is that when your audio is loud, you have a lot of noise, but then the audio got very quiet and the noise disappeared. So I'm not too sure what you're using, but maybe you could probably try and see if you could sort it out and come back to me. Let me just see if you have any further check-ins there while you sort out that there, Gart. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf, inviting further check-ins for the Wednesday night TechNet on this session tonight, which is simply Ask Dev. Anybody with a question, please pop up. And just to inform you as well that we're also streaming live on YouTube with a link that was posted on the TTRS WhatsApp chat. If you just click on that link, you should be able to see some stuff in there as well. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Inviting further check-ins or questions, please go. Nothing heard. Nothing heard. Gart, let me see if you have any better signal back. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Over. Yeah, okay, may not most of what you said. Are you inside or outside the QTH? Over?
I am inside, but hanging out of the window. I'm trying to get you there. Outside.
All right. I think you said you were inside, and after that you went south again with the signal there. Can't make out. Could make out. No, you're in there. You have the repeater open, squelch open, but that's about it. I think you need to beef up your station there. A very simple process. And if you're inside, if you have an external antenna, try and see if you can put one up. That will certainly help us out when we're doing net control activities. Not only myself, but anybody else that you might want to talk to and repeat it over.
I'll be out for tonight. Just try to see what I can sort out the antenna issue, and hopefully I'll be able to talk together.
Yeah, that one was a little bit better. I can go by the window and transmit there. All right. Okay, nice to hear you there, and thanks very much for coming up there. Do you have any further check-ins for the TechNet tonight? This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. And looking at, I'll take some check-ins, and then we'll give some little stuff that I'm looking here on the internet. 9Y4 Delta Golf. Any further check-ins? Please go. Nothing heard. Is here expedition to Bouvet Island, to the most remote island in the world. I understand the guys are having some serious issues getting there. It's one of the southernmost island in the world. And of course, the winds and seas there are very unforgiving. Just a little bit of news here as well. DMR WeatherNet assists in Colorado bomb cyclone. Silent Key QRP pioneer George Dubs G3RJV. What have I said? Romeo Juliet Victor. God bless his soul. A U.S. amateur who owns Washington studio in battle over Russian broadcasts. And it was an uplifting experience for the weather balloon. And Youth DX Adventure preps for Curacao. So you should have some activities from Curacao. Last Man Standing has one more ham. That's a ham radio activity. In search of the 2019 Young Ham of the Year. To name a few, these are just some of the news that are appearing in amateur radio for this particular week. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf inviting further check-ins. Do you have any further check-ins for the TechNet? Please call. Yeah, go ahead, Calvert.
I was wondering how well your physics students and so go with your technology. Are they involved in it, or and are they keen to become licensed amateur radio operators and so on, or are they looking towards other aspects or other areas of physics? Go ahead.
Yeah, they're very keen with the technology, but time doesn't permit, unfortunately. What they're most keen on, especially at this time of the year, is to win scholarships and get into universities there, Calmet. Over?
Yeah, I guess that's about better, right on there. Because they always see it as exam oriented, so they just look at things as examination, their point of view, and then that's looking at it as a life investment there. All right, nice. Give you a chance to have other amateur operators coming. I see about 47 subscribers, so you're doing pretty well there,
Okay, I guess remember you could go on the YouTube and listen to the net as well. So even if somebody they can actually hear the net on, with a little 5-second delay there on YouTube as well, and see what is happening. All right, so at least you have more check-ins on YouTube than on Twitter. That's interesting. That's very interesting there, Calvert. Look at the stats after the net there. Post it up as well. For anybody who missed it, they could certainly look at the net afterwards there. So thanks very much for coming up there, Calvert. Any other questions there, Omar?
You have audio on it there as well, because my volume there was turned right down there. So thanks for the info.
Oh yeah, you have pretty good audio there as well. The audio that you're hearing on YouTube there will be far better than what you're hearing, because I'm using one of these studio recorded mic that I normally use to do videos and whatnot on. on that as well. So the audio should be hell of a lot better than what is coming through the 9.4 repeater. All right, and you should hear both sides of the conversation as well, both repeater and me there. Over.
Yeah, Roger, fine business. You're doing a good job there. So let me break it to you and let other amateur operators, especially the young hams, get in and ask their questions there, Roger.
Not a problem, buddy. You take care, and thanks very much for coming up there with those questions there. Any further check-ins or questions for the Ask Dev TechNet? Please call 9Y4 Delta Golf.
9 Zulu 4 Sierra.
9 Zulu 4 Sierra. Good evening. How can we help you this evening? They're over.
Good evening, Train Control, 9 Yankee 4 Delta Golf, and all on frequency, 9 Zulu 4 Sierra returning. The name is Gary, that's Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. Just checking in. I want to wish everyone a pleasant evening and the same time they're over.
Okay, Gary, thank you very much. And I'm sure there's something along the technical lines that you would like to find out about. There, over.
Well, to be honest with you, I've been listening in and out because I was on another night here, so and I do a lot of reading also. To presently, I can't think of anything pressing to say that I need clarification on at the moment. But if between now and the next 12 minutes anything pops up, or maybe next week Wednesday or some other time, I can take note of it and put the question up there over.
All right. Not a problem at all. Would appreciate that, Gary. Feel free to come in anytime with any comment or questions. We would appreciate it. This is what the net is for. And if I can't say it, I'm sure there are guys around who can. And of course, we have the real brain called the internet that we could also research and get the necessary information there, Gary. All righty. Thanks again for coming up. Take one more from here, and then we look for further check-ins. There, over.
That's about it, yes, sir. And so far, I should say very good net there, over.
Okay, Gary, did you check out the live feed on YouTube as well? There, over.
No, I've never really checked on YouTube. What am I looking for?
All right. I'll show you on the TTRS WhatsApp chat. To go on the TTRS WhatsApp chat, there's a link in there. You'll only find it via the link because it's not published just yet. It's still a live feed. There's a link in there. Just click on the link and you should be able to have access to that there. Over.
Right, I'm now seeing it, yes, sir. Yes, I'm now seeing it. YouTube.com users, the cosine. Yeah, I'm now seeing it there. All right, thanks. I will show you what's happening with it there. Okay, have a good one again. I'll be on the side.
Cool. You take care, Gary. And thanks very much for coming up there. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf on the Ask Dev TechNet on Wednesday, 27th March. Do you have any further check-ins or questions or comments for the net? Please call. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Do you have anyone with any questions or comments for the net? Please call. All right, if you're trying to access the repeater, you're not doing quite a good job, so maybe you want to change your location and try it again. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Invite in for the check-ins or questions for the Ask Dev TechNet. Please call. All right, just for information, I see Ham Radio Outlet has the Kenwood TS890S as a new item, and coming in late fall. Well, of course, approximately a late fall delivery. That must be all now. They also have the FTDX 101 Delta. Right now, they're taking reservations. And I see there's a Uniden SDS 100 scanner. Looking pretty fancy. But if I can't talk on it, I don't want it. Just thought I'd mention some of the items. They're new items from Ham Radio Outlet. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Net control for the Ask Dev TechNet. Any further check-ins, questions, or comments, please call over. I must admit that the YouTube participants to this net probably getting a greater benefit because of the fact that in the downtime of the net, I mean, this power supply looking like mine here. Anyhow, you know, there's some stuff that scrolling across the screen, stuff there. So which is interesting. Like I said, on the WhatsApp TTRS chat, there's a link in there, and that link will bring you up to the live session of the Ask Dev TechNet. So just click on that link, and you should be able to get some visual experiences in addition to the aural experience you're getting on the 9.4 repeater. The unit control again is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Name is Dev. Inviting further check-ins, comments, or questions, please call. All right, while we're at this, and we have just about 6 minutes left, I will do a little presentation on, okay, those of you all who are on YouTube will see a little system that we have set up. A guy, Phil Garsides and L2R and myself, we have set up, which is a link. It's a multi-mode link for the International Fellowship of Rotarians of Amateur Radio. And this is one single platform. As you see, it's linked to Peanut and Reflector 299R. On there, we have D-Star. We also have, it's also linked to YSF Room 75161 and also on Brandmeister Talk Group 53080. So you can come in on any digital voice mode, and you would be able to talk to each other. This is really where digital voice is going. It's not a competition, but as you realize, it's a collaboration of all digital voice modes. While we're at it, and it's a TechNet, I will go and bring up, maybe we could look at a little bit of electromagnetic induction, and I will, let's see if I could bring up something here on that. So I'll take a little pause for any stations with or without traffic. And we will look at some of the laws of electromagnetic induction. But this is very useful as ham radio operators. And this here is Faraday's first law, which simply says that whenever the magnetic field thread in a circuit changes, a voltage is induced in the circuit. So you see that Faraday's first law establishes the conditions necessary for voltage to be induced. And that condition is that there must be a change in magnetic field. And if there's no voltage induced, if there's no change in magnetic field. And we could actually demonstrate that. Can I? Okay. Let's see if we can demonstrate that here. Yes, we can. So here we have, and we're going to simulate Faraday's first law. We're going to show the field lines. And we're seeing here that in the absence of any, notice the fields are constant. The bulb isn't lighted, nor is there any voltage being induced in this little meter. But as long as I move this magnet close to the coil, the bulb lights, and the meter indicates some deflection. So that's Faraday's first law. Now Faraday has a second law which states that the larger the rate of change of magnetic flux, the larger the induced voltage. In other words, if I were to take that same simulation, and if I were to now move the magnet pretty slowly, the bulb will just light, not light, well, I think I'm a little bit too fast. Right. But if I were to move the same magnet very quickly, notice the deflection and the luminous intensity of the bulb is a lot more. So that's Faraday's first two laws. This is 9Y4 Delta Gulf. Inviting check-ins, questions, or comments for the AskDev TechNet for Wednesday, 27th June, what am I saying, August or March. Just distracted there. If you have any further check-ins or questions, please call. Over. Was that a check-in? Please call. Nothing heard. We're just into the last minute of the net, and we'll take a final call for check-ins before we wrap up. This is 9Y4 Delta Gulf. And like I said, we are also on YouTube. The link is posted on the TTRS WhatsApp chat. For those who might be interested, the link is posted there. So you can either review the net or you can look at the net at your convenience whenever you feel like it. This is 9Y4 Delta Gulf, inviting any last minute check-ins or questions. Please call over. Sorry, buddy. Can't make out that call sign. Not accessing the repeater. Try it one more time. Over. All right, nothing heard. This is 9Y4 Delta Gulf. It's now 2100 Zulu. And we will like to thank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stations for checking in. Myself is 8. But I know we have quite a large viewing on YouTube. So we have a lot more. Last report I got that there were 47 persons looking at the live feed on YouTube. This is 9Y4 Delta Gulf, thanking everyone for making this net possible, for making this net my pleasure. And it will meet again. We will meet as a society on Sunday night when there will be another controller. Not too sure who it is. I'm sure Dave will probably alert us a little bit later on. Maybe I should call for Dave and see if he has his brain back, because he told me that it was missing earlier on this evening. 9Y4 Delta Alpha, has your brain returned there? Over. So everybody, that transmission was totally unreadable. All we got was squelch. 954 Delta Alpha. Are you back there, Dave? 954 Delta Golf.
Yes, just ran across the room here. I heard my name and I had the volume on high. I missed something.
No, if you miss it, I'll post a link. You can get it on YouTube. But no, you didn't miss anything. You just said that you will come back when your brain return there, over.
Okay, no, I looked at the link there and I sent it to my friends in Toronto, but I don't know if they will look at it. Kind of hinted to them, that the next one is at 9 local, which is the same time now as in Eastern Seaboard. So I don't know if you would have been able to pick up any of it there, because I assume they're going to finish it in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, well, but actually what I will do, I will actually publish the link officially, so it will be a YouTube video. And you can watch it at your convenience whenever you feel like it. It's not, you don't have to be only live. It will be stored there as well, yeah, Dave. Over.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I'll write him a little later if I don't drop off to sleep here. And to tell him that he can still look at it. The link there, well, at the archive. He'll have to listen to almost an hour and a bit of thing there. But it's good because, surprisingly, remember the time when I was controlling it and you put it on live? We found that out afterwards. He said he was listening to it in Toronto.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the technology is there. It's no big deal, really, to do it live there. But if you have a net that doesn't have much information, it defeats the purpose of it going live. So that's why we had the video feed of it. So even already net may not have had much traffic or check-ins, but there were still some explanation and whatnot. There was a live, the people who are on YouTube would have gotten the best experience of this net because they would have gotten the visual, I should say, and of course they would have heard all the audio and that sort of thing, stuff like that. All right, let me wrap up this net and then we'll chat afterwards, yeah, Dave. Any further check-ins, last minute check-ins for the net? This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Remote net control for the SNEV TechNet tonight, over.
Did you hear anything further to see if that ARL next month is confirmed?
Dave, let me wrap up the net first now. We got to try that afterwards. Any further last minute check-ins? Please call over. Nothing heard. This is 9Y4 Delta Golf. Now closing this net and leaving this channel. 94 repeater, free for general amateur radio use. 7 trees all. Shutting down. I would like to thank all the YouTube persons who looked at the video and joined us. Thank you very much. Looking forward to doing this again. 7 trees all. Thank you all on YouTube. Have yourself a good night.